Kemi Badenoch has made it a point of duty to tarnish the image of Nigeria. Why did I say Nigeria, you want to know? I know that on my previous videos I have said that, she's saying the truth. She has the right, to say all of that. And Nigerian politicians should be the one, mending the narrative, making sure that, everything that is being said about the country becomes positive and not negative. Yes, I said all of that. But at the same time, this is the national community we are talking about. It has taken Chimamanda Adichie, Wole Soyinka, Chinua Achebe, Obieze Kwezili, and the likes, to polish Nigeria to some extent, in terms of, this poverty mentality and that Nigerians cannot speak English. Because I've heard Chimamanda Adichie on several occasions say that, when she first got to the United States, people thought that she couldn't speak Yoruba, she couldn't speak English, pardon me. And when she speaks English, they are stunned and surprised that how can a Black African be able to speak English friendly, because that's the narrative they already have in their minds. And recently, Kemi Badenoch, apart from the fact that, she said she cannot do PR for Nigeria, which is very understandable, Kashim Shettima told her to erase Kemi from her name. That is fine if she doesn't want to be a Nigerian. I know that, you don't expect Nigerians to be the one, polishing the name of Nigeria, whereas politicians are busy tarnishing the name every single day. I understand that. But where I have a problem is, she went for an interview recently with a UK journalist where she said that Nigerian police are after their own personal gain. They are not, they are not in it. They are not in the force to protect Nigerians, but to gain whatever they can get from it. She also said that the Nigerian police stole her brother's shoes and wristwatches, just one wristwatch in Nigeria. And she further said that this is because as a result of a poverty situation in the country. And then, she went on to laugh about it. This is the reality of thing that is happening in the country. Fine, quite all right. The Nigerian police, we've talked about this several times. Recently, there was a military man, a military guy from the US who came to Nigeria. The Nigerian police thought he was a Yahoo boy. They were already malhandling him before a naval superior officer intervened, and then they realized that he is not a Yahoo boy, but a military man from the US. They after they realized their actions, they even offered to escort him back to his house, but he declined and all of that. We know the Nigerian police that we have. But my thing here is, the point I'm trying to drive at is that you have tarnished the image of Nigeria. Let's not even say she tarnished it, because it's saying the fact. You have said all of this about Nigeria. Where the problem lies is when Nigerians who are not even politicians, who are not even military men, who are not even police officers, when they now go outside the country, when they go to Canada, UK, the US, and then the kind of stigma, the stigmatization that you have already put out there because of all of your stories, all of your negative stories and all of that, the stigmatization that will now be on these people. Now I understand that a lot of Nigerians have used this poverty card numerous times, when they want to seek for scholarship, when they want to, seek for advancement, they want to seek for help, all of this petty help that, they get from the US. They tend to lie and say, oh, we are very poor. We know that we are poor, but this is not the same for every Nigerian. But this is a tag that every Nigerian are now saddled with. They are now carrying about when they travel outside the country. The criminal tag, the corruption tag that we have to carry on our backs when we travel outside the country. Now, this is a negative effect. We are not saying that is not what is happening. That is not the order of the day in Nigeria. That is it. It's the truth. Abi, you are saying the truth. But the negative effect is when you travel out of a country and you are being stigmatized. You are not a politician, oh, but you are being stigmatized that, oh, all Nigerians are corrupt. You are not a police officer. You are being looked at twice when you all enter the shopping mall outside the country because they are thinking that, oh, she's going to steal. It's going to steal. That is the negative effect. Now, recently, also, a Nigerian couple or the Nigerian couple who was about to be deported, they had to claim that there is no IVF in Nigeria. Imagine that there is no IVF. There is no place that they can get IVF from in Nigeria. That is the reason why they should not be deported. It was later on that it was realized that the judge did not cross-check. The judge did not even go to the internet to find out if IVF is available in Nigeria or not. The case had to be reassigned to another judge. You can imagine all of these things. There are negative effects to it. But anyway, before we delve right into the details of today's news, we want to look at what Fani Kayode has to say about this, because he's posted some things on his social media account, on his Twitter page, to say something about what has been going on with Kemi Badenoch of recent. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here or you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please go ahead and subscribe. You don't want to miss all of the juicy news that we are going to be bringing you on this channel. Like this video, subscribe. Also leave your opinions in the comments section below as well. Now let's take a look at what Fani Kayode said about all that Kemi Badenoch has been saying. As we all know, he has described her as a social climber, that is someone who is just using Nigeria to climb the social ladder in the UK. She is saying that all she has been saying is gaining traction, is getting attention from both Nigerians and the UK. So I think that is giving her more push to continue in all of these things that she has been saying. Now I have said that, is she saying the truth? Yes, she's saying the truth, but this has a negative effect on everybody, all Nigerians, because this is a tag that we are going to be carrying about for a very long time. According to Fani Kayode, it says she could formally wipe her maiden name of Adegoke off the record as well, and publicly renounce and disavow her father and mother, siblings, and Nigerian lineage and heritage. She does not want to identify with us, and we do not want to identify with her. She sees us as being corrupt and evil, and we see us as being devil incarnate and the spawn of Satan. The truth is that she is no longer a mere irritant or the inconsequential subject of our contempt and ridicule, but she can now be comfortably and legitimately described as public enemy number one of our beloved nation. She should stick to the affair of our UK, face our ruling Labour Party and its Prime Minister. You all, what are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comments section below. I hope that she doesn't regret this, because like I said, I can only see negative impacts of all she has been saying, not just on politicians. If it was left to these politicians, I would say that they should change the narratives for us, so that we should stop, so that we would not be, as in would not, our only option would not be to lie when we are faced with this question of, how is Nigeria and all of that. But what about the negative effect on those that are not politicians, those that are not police officers? For you to say that Nigerian police stole your brother's shoes and wristwatches, that's a ridicule on not just the Nigerian police force, but on Nigerians in general. You all, what are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.